Hey y'all, it's 2021, it's January 1st, and I am writer JNS.
And I'm BeachBoyFresh.
And we are here together in the flesh to talk to you and to present Dreamliving.
Yes, we are happy to be here again. Happy 2021 to everybody. If you're looking at this video, if you're hearing this audio right now, you made it.
Absolutely, and it's beautiful to be in 2021. We know that 2020 was hard for, virtually everyone, but it has certainly affected others or some people worse than others. And, we're just grateful to be in 2021. And so the purpose of this, because we haven't done Dreamliving in a long time, but the purpose is to really talk to you guys and share with you an update for 2021, what we're looking forward to, and really what we're planning to do in 2021.
Yes, planning, that's the key word. So I'm great at planning, not always great at execution, but I'm great at planning. So I think it's important, obviously coming out of 2020, right? Jen just mentioned it. Chances are what you set out coming from 2019 into 2020, chances are some things, probably a lot of things didn't happen, right? Let's just be honest. We spent 3/4 of the year, the last 3/4 of 2020, pretty much on lockdown. So a lot of things as you may have envisioned them weren't able to be carried out. But hopefully you still came across some wins from 2020. I know we did, but just understanding how critical planning is. Planning allows you to set forth a plan of action, action items so that you can reach and attain your goals. So that's the key part to planning. And that's the reason why despite everything that didn't go well for you last year, it's important that you keep that in mind, and it's important that you continue to plan. Even on a great year, or a great week or a great month as you set out plans, chances are things don't always align 100% with the way that you had them intended to go. So again, just understand that, when you get knocked off, when things get derailed a little bit, you still bounce back to your plan and you pick up where you can, or maybe you go alternate route and still do that so that you can get to your end goal and achieve everything that you want to achieve. So that being said, let's talk about 2021, what that's going to look like from a point of us planning and what we're excited about. I know for me, I'm coming off a great win. Recently, just last week, or actually a week and a half ago now, we actually did a sneaker drive. My run group, Black Men Run, the San Diego chapter of Black Men Run, we did our first ever sneaker and clothing drive. So I'm happy, yes, no doubt. So I'm happy to say that we collected nearly 300 pairs of sneakers footwear, and we also collected nearly 600 clothing items. And this was just all an idea. This just all spawned from a small idea conversation, and we just made it happen within like 3 or 4 weeks. So this is the power of words and manifesting and leaning into things and really just putting it out there into the ether and making sure that others hear it, because others will help you if you put it out there and plant the seed. So I want to do more, and it's not even I want to, I plan to do more community service projects in 2021. It feels good to me. It feels great that we can help people out who may need it. And shout out to People Assisting the Homeless. That was the organization. I hate to jump back, but that was the organization that we actually partnered with for the sneaker drive. So I'm looking for more opportunities to be out there in the community, more partners, people who are serving the underserved, and we're just gonna flesh that out. So that is definitely key for me to do more community service projects in 2021. I also, while I got my event hat on, and leaning hard on my promotions background and marketing background, I definitely want to do more events that center around arts and culture, particularly music, because that's my background. That's what I love. I just love music. I love new artists, love DJs, love all that. Yeah, I know that. So I definitely see 2021 as an opportunity for me to curate and build more opportunities like that, even during this pandemic. And yes, we're gonna be safe. We're gonna make sure that we do whatever we have to do within the direction of the state, the CDC, and all that good stuff. So we're not going rogue, but it is important that we understand that we are people that need to socialize to some degree, right? And we need to do that right. So there'll be more of that. And actually, I have been asked to moderate a cultural conversation. So I'm excited about that. We're still firming up the details to figure that out, but it looks like it'll be either the first or second quarter of this year. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited to get back out there and really just kind of work with people and just kind of bring ideas to life, because that's my lifeline. So those are just some of the things that I'm looking forward to for 2021. I know you always got something brewing. You're always submitting some work, or you got multiple writers groups that you belong to. So tell us, what you got on the horizon.
Well, I know you know this, but just in case others don't, towards the end of last year or the end of 2020, I curated and launched a virtual exhibition titled Revolt Black Joy Still Exists, It Always Will. And so doing that was joyous, it was exciting, and I decided to curate that. So similar to you having an idea and just putting it out there, I had this idea to curate content from whomever that really talked about Black joy, Black excellence, and Black love. And so I did that after the murders of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery, and others who were killed last year. But I just needed to see something else. I needed something other than what was currently being shown in the media about Black people, because I know we are joyous and loving and courageous and spiritual and a host of other beautiful things. And so I just needed something else. And so that exhibition was really well received, and shout out to everybody who submitted to it. This guy here also submitted, and I just appreciate all of the good energy around that exhibition. It's certainly done well, and we have an opportunity that we're looking at for expanding on this work. But you had an idea even before this current opportunity to do what you call
Revolt on the Road. Revolt on the Road. So what we want to do is we want to take the good work, the template, the original DNA structure of this virtual exhibition, and we want to bring it into other communities so that there's a narrative, there's a platform with Revolt Black Joy Still Exists. There's going to be a platform where we can go into other communities, cities, and really talk to the residents of those communities of Black people, and really get their stories out. We want to know how we're so strong internally and how we get past the daily challenges of what we see in the media, but also what we experience when we go to work, when we go to school, or just being us. So we want to know, and we want to celebrate that. We want to celebrate those wins, because we don't do it enough. We don't celebrate those wins enough. Just the daily, just getting through your day is a win. So we want to hear from just people in different communities, and we want to feel that expression through the arts. So that may be spoken word, that may be visual arts, that may be photography, that may be recorded works and stuff like that. So that's what we're looking to do. So if you have any contacts, any ideas, definitely reach out at us. We'll give you our contact information a little bit later on, but yeah, that's what we're looking to do, bring Revolt on the road.
Yep, absolutely. And so that is super exciting.
Right.
I know it is exciting for us, and hopefully exciting for you guys who we're going to bring this out to, and the communities we're going to be sharing with. The other things that I'm doing are all revolved around writing. So I'm writing a novel right now, and that is moving along, maybe sometimes a little slower than I would like, but it is certainly fun, and I'm full of enthusiasm about this work. I also have some other projects, whether it's writing or otherwise. I'm in a creative mindset right now. I'm really focused, and you'll just see more from me. So just stay tuned and keep an eye out on @WriterJNS on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, because that's where I will share information and details about things that are coming up in my life, writing and otherwise.
Good.
Yeah. And so I think we have another announcement.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so we have another major announcement. So I've known this woman for 20 years. We met at the University of South Carolina. Pretty much been a best friend, really close, really supportive. We've been able to create, we've been able to collaborate, to do things of this nature, Dreamliving. And hey, I said, hey, there's an idea here. Why don't we take this union to the next level? Why don't we become one? Why don't we become a couple? So I'm happy that she accepted. So we are officially an item. Beautiful, just intelligent and funny. Sometimes I'll tell her she's funny. But I gotta, I can't let it go to her head. But I'm really fortunate, really lucky. So we will actually be a union going forward. We are a couple.
We are, right. And when Tyrone asked, it was a little out of the blue, but we have been the best of friends for the last 20 years, basically. Right. And so there was no real doubt in my mind that I wouldn't say yes to being in a relationship with him and, sharing our lives together. And so far we've just had a marvelous time and just getting to know each other in that way, in a new way. So I can't ask for a better partner to move forward in life with. Good. I'm excited, and
I am too.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm even more excited because
I am about to relocate to California.
Good. Yes. So, the Golden State, right? I think that's what we are, the Golden State, California. You actually get more talent right here. Wow. So she's a writer extraordinaire. So she's coming to California, San Diego. So I'm excited about that, because what you may not know is Dreamliving, the segment that we started in 2017, and many of our projects that we've worked on together have all been done via distance. They've always, thank God for technology, right? Mm-hmm. So thank God for the Zooms and just the phone and all that stuff, and email and all that stuff. So everything we've been able to present to you guys has been done with her being in one location and me being in the next, whether that was me in Miami, her in Pittsburgh, her in Baltimore, me in San Diego. So what this means now is the synergy is going to be that much stronger, because we'll be in the same place, and we'll be able to hopefully just brainstorm a lot more and just, hey, make things work. So yeah, that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited to have this all under one roof, like literally. So
yeah, no, I'm excited too. It's going to be a big move, a big change, and one of my girlfriends, she asked me just the other day. She said, "Was I hesitant about making this move to California?" Mm-hmm. And it was a good question, given the fact that I had relocated to Maryland and was in a relationship that didn't work out, and so to relocate, for our relationship, it would be, she asked a good question. Would I be hesitant about that? And of course, I'm like, no. And there are a couple of reasons for that. So, first of all, I'm not a person that would allow anything that happened in my past to dictate how I'm going to move forward, how I'm going to love someone, how I'm going to interact with someone different, how I'm going to be. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to feel a way, or that I'm not cautious in some regard, but really, I'm not one of those people who allow things that happen to me to dictate what I do in the future or in the present moment. So that's number one. Number two, my spirit has led me in this way with you. And I really do feel that it never has led me astray. And I've never felt stronger about a move or about being with you. Like my whole energy is letting me know that I'm moving in the right direction. And I can honestly say that's not always been the case in relationships. So I trust my intuition a lot more than I have in the past, and I trust everything that's leading me to now. The final thing I'll say about fear, and the reason that we really wanted to bring this up and just kind of share the story and share my reaction and just our conversation around it too, was that when I was young, my aunt used to always share a Bible verse with me, and it was 2 Timothy, 1st chapter, 7th verse. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of sound, power, love, and a sound mind. And I have rocked with that for ever since I heard it, because it was something that was ingrained in me as a kid, and I just grew up understanding that I should not even have that kind of spirit within me, because I grew up feeling that way. And that's not a religious thing. That is just really understanding who I am and how my spirit guides me and what's important to me. And so I embrace that verse. I embrace the message around it, around fear. And so I just encourage anybody. I know 2020 rocked us all. It left us feeling a little skittish about things and maybe about moving forward. I certainly had my battles in 2020. I lost my job, but I'm going to continue to not necessarily look for work in the same way, but I'm going to be courageous in how I put myself out there to work and sustain my life and our life going forward. So it is, don't allow fear to hold you back in 2021. If 2020 didn't teach us anything else, or at least it taught me, was to go for it. Put it out there, put it all out there, and see where the chips land. Because we don't know what's around the corner. We don't know what's coming forward for us, or we don't even know what is for us and what's not for us until we just step out there and live with a manner of faith that is unwavering. So I'm excited about 2021 and just encourage you all to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, she said everything. I mean, 2021, 2020, we knew what it was. We made it through. So now that just tells you, listen, we don't know what's around the corner, good or bad. So you gotta lean into it. You gotta go after what you want. That's it, because you just don't know. You never know when the time is gonna be up, or we just don't know. So we gotta lean into it. Lean into what you want. Go after what you want, and you'll be surprised. Most people, the energy that comes from your drive and you leaning into what you want, people 9 times, or I'm even gonna be conservative, maybe 7 times out of 10, people will pick up on that and they'll want to be around that and want to figure out how to help you achieve your goals, So don't underestimate that. Lean into what you want, speak it into existence. It does make a difference. It does make a difference for you to speak your goals and your dreams. Speak it, get it out of your body, have it come literally through your body and push it out, because those around you that really care about you and stuff like that, they'll pick up on that and they'll help you out. So that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm going to continue learning how to do that and really speaking things into existence. Spoke a lot of great things that are happening now and about to happen into existence. And yeah, that's the way we ride now, positivity. So.
Absolutely. So Happy New Year, y'all. Want to wish you all peace, blessings, love, prosperity.
Great health.
Yes, absolutely. And Black Joy.
Black Joy. Get this hat. The hat is on her site. Jennifer N. Shannon.com. Sorry, I had a little acid in the gesture. But JenniferNShannon.com. You can pick up the hat. You could also pick up the masks. The masks are there, and t-shirts. Black Joy.
Absolutely.
Black Joy still exists.
Yeah, check out the website anyway so that you can see the Revolt Black Joy still exists. It always will. Virtual exhibit. Also, some of my other work is up there as well, and I'm excited. Read the blogs. You can hear all about 2020 from my perspective, and see the moment I lost my job all the way up until most recently. I think last week is my last post that I made. So stay with us. JenniferNShannon.com, at WriterJNS on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. That's where I do most of my work. And tell them where you are.
So for me, it's just Beach Boy Fresh, BeachBoyFresh.com. You can catch me there, and then you can catch me on Instagram, BeachBoyFresh, at BeachBoyFresh. That's it.
All right.
All right, y'all. Have a good one. We love y'all. Peace.
Take care.